Rust is a new programming language and it is the future. It supports multi-paradigm and general-purpose programming methodology. This emphasizes more on type safety, performance and concurrency. We will talk this in later, but first let's go to the history. Let's talk about the history of the Rust. The very first one is the file name. The file name extension of the Rust programming is .rs or .rlib for writing your code. And the second feature is designed by software developer Graydon House created Rust as a personal project while working at Mozilla Research in 2006. Mozilla officially sponsored these projects in 2009. Rust major influences include SML, OCaml, C++, Cyclone, Haskell, and Erlang programming languages. And first time this Rust programming language was appeared in 2010 on 7 July. And the stable release was September 2022 in this year, we can say, or the previous month. And the next feature is type discipline. So this affine, infrared, nominal, static, and strong, these are type of typing discipline this Rust programming language follow. And the next one is Rust is implemented from a scratch in Rust programming language. There is no any supporting programming language, we can say. The next one is this cross-platform. We either is support Unix, Windows, and Mac operating system. Obviously, this support cross-platform operating system. And the last one is the licensing. It follow the MIT and Apache 2.0 dual licensing. Rust has been adopted by companies like Amazon, Discord, Dropbox, Facebook Meta, Google Alphabet, and Microsoft. Let's move to the next slide and see the more information about Rust. So our next question is why Rust? Because there is too many programming languages still now developed and used are still in the production. Okay, so let's move to the first slide and see why Rust and why we should use Rust. The very first one is the performance. Rust is a blazing fast and memory efficient with no runtime or garbage collector. It can power performance critical services. So obviously we can say it can power performance critical services, run on embedded devices and easily integrate with other languages. The second one is reliability. Rust is a rich type system and ownership models guarantees memory safety and thread safety, so that enabling you to eliminate many classes of bugs at compile time. Next one is productivity. Rust has a great documentation of friendly compiler with useful error messages, top-notch tooling, and integrated package manager and build tool, smart multi-editor support with auto completion and type inspections and auto formatting and more. Once we understood why the Rust and what are the feature of Rust, we can say our next questions or our next knowledge might be why we should Rust, what type of application we can build using Rust. The very first one is command line. Like all the programming language, either is C, C++ or Java or many other high level programming language, they all provide command line capability to run or to run the program, or we can say all the different type of calculations or programming you can take, like where the input is involved in command line and if you want to show the output to the command line, so we can say the help of terminal. So any type of command line applications like MS-DOS is a very first command line operating system, we can say. So such type of applications are also can be built using Rust, or more efficiently we can say, or scripting programming or system programming, or maybe using mainframe on servers, right? So these are command line application useful. Okay, so there we can use Rust as well. Our next domain is writing web apps. For writing web applications, Rust can also be used just like a JavaScript, the more popular programming language, or we can say scripting language for developing all modern web applications. So on there also you can Rust as a supercharge your JavaScript and one module at a time. And also the Rust is available for npm packages and bundle with webpacks and you are off to the race once you are using the Rust as a web assembly. Rust is primarily developed for working and for creating such type of embedded application, primarily we can say, or working on the servers, like predicting the performance of the server and working in the networking. Tiny resource footprint, we can say, rock solid reliability, and Rust is also great for network services type of applications, or we can say, if you're writing some type of server or scripting, like suppose embedded devices as well. So basically the Rust targeted all the embedded devices as well, or more specifically we can say the low resource devices, and all the low resources devices need control without giving up high level convenience. Okay, so Rust also has covered this embedded domains or embedded devices control, or working with embedded system as well. So hundreds of the company around the world are using Rust because of fast, low resource and cross-platform solutions. And some of the most popular software like Firefox, Dropbox and Cloudflare you already use and know it are using Rust as well. So from a startup to large enterprises, and from embedded devices to scalable web services, Rust is the great fit for you. So let's close this video with this famous quote by these top leaders who are using this Rust. So the first one is npm and elp. I think you know already these things. Npm is package managers, and they are already using Rust as well. And elp is some they are providing like review system. So you can explore more about these two company, npm and elp. Okay, so these are two famous quotations, or we can say the reactions or feedback given by these two company. So I hope you enjoy this video, and thanks for watching. Let's meet in another one with some other useful example or some other useful informative video.